Good morning, my name is Emily Cabrera.
And good morning, my name is Brenda Torres.
The topic we chose for our presentation is sedimentary rocks. To start off, what are sedimentary rocks? Sedimentary rocks form from the accumulation and compression of sediments, like rocks, fragments, minerals, or organic materials. They are classified as clastic, chemical, or organic, and often preserve fossils, recording Earth's history and providing natural resources.
And how do these sedimentary rocks form? So, sedimentary rocks are formed on or near the Earth's surface, in contrast to metamorphic and igneous rocks, which are formed deep within the Earth.
The most important geological process that leads to the creation of sedimentary rocks are erosion, weathering, dissolution, precipitation, and liquefaction.
And erosion and weathering is driven by both wind and rain.
Chemical dissolution breaks down rocks into sediments like sand and mud. These raw materials form new sedimentary rocks through precipitation, where minerals crystallize from water.
And lithification is where sediments compact under pressure over time. And what are clastic sedimentary rocks? So, clastic sedimentary rocks are rocks that are made predominantly of broken pieces or clasts of older, weathered, and eroded rocks.
These are rocks that have been broken down and transported by force such as water, wind, or ice.
So, clastic sedimentary rocks are essentially made when small pieces of minerals or rocks are pressed together.
The grain can vary in size from pieces such as large rocks and gravel and conglomerates to very small particles like clay and mud and shells.
And here are some examples of classic sedimentary rocks. This one right here is conglomerate, which can be found at the Death Valley National Park in California.
We have shale, a fine-grained sedimentary rock, which is formed from mud and clay particles, often with layers of glacier structures, which we have interacted with during class.
And then another example is breccia right here, which can also be found at the Death Valley National Park in California.
And lastly, we have sandstone, which is composed of sand-sized grains, often quartz and feldspar, which is cemented together. What are chemical sedimentary rocks? Chemical sedimentary rocks form when minerals precipitate from dissolved substances in water.
And this occurs when it undergoes chemical changes or when the water evaporates, leaving behind minerals that were dissolved in it.
These rocks are mainly made up of minerals that were once in solutions like salt or limestone.
And these rocks typically don't have clasts, which are pieces of other rocks, like classic sedimentary rocks do. Instead, like stated in the name, they form from chemical reactions.
A few examples of chemical sedimentary rocks is our limestone, which is formed from calcium carbonate. We may remember this from lab. This fizzes an acid, which is a very, very easy way to identify it.
And another example is rock salt, which is evaporated from seawater. This is also easily identified since it is almost see-through.
And lastly, we have gypsum, which is formed from evaporated water in lakes or seas.
And what are organic rocks? So, organic sedimentary rocks form from the accumulation of plant and animal remains.
Over time, these materials pile up together and, throughout pressure and heat, transform into rocks.
And organic sedimentary rocks are important because they can store energy resources such as coal, oil, and natural gas, which we rely on heavily for fuel and energy.
Another fact is that these rocks can provide important clues about ancient environments and past ecosystems through the fossils they contain.
And some examples of organic rocks. This one right here is coal, which we have seen multiple times, that is formed from plant debris in swampy environments.
We also have limestone, which is made from accumulated shells, skeletal fragments, and marine organisms, which we have also seen during lab. It has a very um like sand texture, I guess you can say.
And to conclude our presentation, sedimentary rocks form from accumulation and compression of sediment like fragments and minerals, and they are classified into three different types.
We have clastic rocks, which are formed from broken pieces of rocks, chemical rocks from mineral crystallizings in water, and organic rocks are from plants and animals.
And finally, the formation process involves erosion, weathering, precipitation, and lithification.
This is it for our presentation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a nice day.
Thank you.